There used to be many rivers coming together, and there was a volcanic explosion, and the rivers aren't there anymore in the desert. And as they were fishing, they go up on this hillside and carve these out of the rocks. One of the species that they carved of fish is a rare fish that was supposed to be extinct 210 to 420 million years ago, that defies evolutionary theory because they had to see it to draw it.
Yes.
It's a strange-looking fish. Similar to what happened in 1937, all evolutionists and people said that the coelacanth was proof positive of evolution. And then in 1938, they found the living one off of Madagascar.
Yes, and many more have been discovered since then.
I have documented. This is a Mochi gold death burial mask.
I've seen the original of that mask.
Yes, we were together over to the museum that I took you there to in Peru, and the Mochi people who had inhabited the northern coast of Peru in a desert area from 60 AD to about 800 AD, they put 2 dinosaurs on this death burial mask.
Let's let the audience see. Here is the large head of the dinosaur with his barren teeth. There's the body. There are the frills over the spine and the long tail. Same on the other side, a mirror image.
And the Mochi people, among others, I have seen 11 Mochi vases out of about 50,000 that have the dinosaur on it, the same species of dinosaur with dermal spines running down the back. Dermal spines were unknown until 1992.
Correct.
When Stephen Zirkus, in his article in Geology, documented that they have dermal spines like an iguana, frills that run along the back. All the other paleontology books were wrong. And now, in the last few years, they're putting them with the dermal frills. These people had to, again, see living, breathing dinosaurs to drill them accurately.
Absolutely, no question about it.
And here I show a mummy from the Atacama Desert region. And now there is the driest place on the planet. See how well preserved those fabrics are?
Yes.
And on these fabrics, on the mummy, here's what they found. I want to point to something that is simply astonishing. It's a pedestal smashing blow to evolution. Here is a child's Nazcan poncho.
It's beautiful.
It's 400 to 700 AD. You know, once they sealed the tombs, the ancient people in that dry climate, it preserved it.
Certainly, I've been there.
This was found on a mummy, and there are the dinosaurs along the fringe.
No question about it.
The same dinosaurs depicted similar to on the mask, similar to the vases. There is proof positive. Dinosaurs are missionary lizards. Everybody's curious about dinosaurs, and even this child's poncho, he has a dinosaurs on the bottom.
So they were relatively common.
Yes,
in that
1,300 years ago. Now, everything else on this table is real, but this is a replica of one of the Mochi vases. And we see again the stripes.
Yes. Very
which I was heavily criticized for, but we now see the dermal spines and the frill on the back of the head.
Yes.
And this one looked like it had some kind of spikes on the end of the tail.
And
in the same Atacama Desert region, there was a people called the Paracas people, and they were from 300 to 500 BC. This was found in an official archaeological excavation wrapped around a mummy. This is 300 to 500 BC, and what you see are Allosaur or T-Rex type dinosaurs.
Incredible. But there's no question about it.
No question. No pre-Columbian authority, no skeptic, no evolutionist, no critic can deny that this is a real piece of cloth from a mummy with dinosaurs on it.
So I have to say again, did you see that?
Wow, I just did. I'm so excited I'll say it backwards. Wow, I'll say it backwards. Wow. Here is a stone from a Paracas tomb engraved with the same dinosaur.
Correct.
300 to 500 BC. We moved to the Nazcan people group who were from about 300 BC to 800 or 900 AD. Here's a Nazcan ceremonial vase with a dinosaur.
Yes.
The dinosaur has the dermal frills, 4 toes on side. This is 400 to 700 AD. The head and everything like is similar to the Inca stones and other things that have been found there. And you know, the chronicler to the Incas, Juan de Santa Cruz Yamque Patacute, in 1571, he documented these stones and gravestones with what they call dragons on them, which we know are dinosaurs today. I want to show you now another civilization from the same region. This is Tiwanaku. This is about 500 AD near Lake Titicaca.
That's marvelous.
Here is a vase that any pre-Columbian authority is going to say, yes, that is Tiwanaku, 500 AD. See the dinosaur?
No question about it.
Now, 400 and something miles away is a mummy from, this was wrapped around a mummy. It's a swatch mantelpiece. Hold this at the end. This is actually 400 to 700 AD. You will see dinosaurs.
Absolutely stupid.
And this piece is 1,300 to 1,700 years old, and it's the same similar dinosaur depicted.
The motif. They had to
see it.
It's
not some mythological monster. And then we have another rare piece right here, a Nazca with the same dinosaur.
Absolutely.
This is approximately 200 AD. So
they had to see these creatures continuously in order to so faithfully represent them.
Yes, and what we see is the Nazca line. This is all the same region.
Yes.
We have stones, we have fabrics, we have vases with dinosaurs. These are the Nazcan geoglyphs, the Nazca lines, Nazca pulpa, that you can only see from the air. And these animals were done about 300 to 200 BC. And among them are the gigantic geoglyphs carved by the ancient Nazcan people. There is a Pachycephalosaurus dinosaur about 60 meters long. You can see the dinosaur Pachycephalosaurus.
And I personally saw that geoglyph as we flew over the area. You led the pilot.
And we have 200 miles away, and there will be another Nazcan glyph here, but this 200 miles away is a place called Toro Morto. And the Wari Indians, about 1000 AD, same geographical region, they did petroglyphs, rock art carvings with dinosaurs. Similar to Brachiosaurus dinosaur, Triceratops dinosaurs, they did it on the rock 1,000 years ago.
And what is intriguing to me is, on these dinosaurs, you see the rosette patterns.
The rosette patterns, the same on the petroglyphs that we see on the Ica stones and other engraved stones. Overflying the Nazca lines again is this famous discovery recently that we flew over of a Triceratops species of dinosaur. Now, this geoglyph, we're flying about 2,000 feet, and we have to keep circling. But you will see here distinctively the head crest. This is a stone that was found nearby from the same period of time with the Triceratops species of dinosaur in it. The horns, everything. And this one's about 50 meters long, half the length of a football field.
I was amazed when I saw it.
And we flew over that. It was simply amazing, astonishing, incredible. And then we see the species again, larger blow up. Now, we go to Israel. And there in Israel, on the Golan Heights, this synagogue is Jewish. It was inhabited from 400 to 749 AD, where there was a major earthquake. They started excavating in 2003. El Kanatar, it means mother of arches.
Yes.
And as they were excavating, and let me emphasize, this was an official archaeological excavation by well-known archaeologists. And as they were digging down in the rubble, they found the synagogue, prayer room, stuff like that. They found pillars. At the base of one of these pillars, this pillar here, at the base, they found a dinosaur chasing a horse.
Is incredible. And not only chasing a horse, one is approaching.
And the other one bites the horse on the neck.
Yes.
This is no later than 749 AD. Somewhere between 400 and 700 AD, they carved this on the pillar. And you see the crest of the top of the dinosaur. Similar to a T-Rex, but this crest, only one species of dinosaur had this crest. And that's Cryolophosaurus.
Yes.
And Cryolophosaurus was found in the Antarctica, has the what they call an Elvisaurus too, like a pompadour crest on the top of the head.